Hello, this is Ms. DB, and this is a short video on how to do the last few problems on the Chapter 2, Section 3 assignment with these fractions in it. So in number 11, 12, and 13 all have lots of stuff going on. You're supposed to solve for the variable, but there's fractions in each one of them. So one way to deal with this is to make it so that there isn't any fractions anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out what could I multiply everything by so that I wouldn't have fractions anymore. So look at the bottom two numbers. You have a 2 and you have an 8. What's the common denominator of 2 and 8, or the least common multiple? It's 8. So I want to multiply both sides by 8. And here's why you want to do that. For the first part, you'd take 8 times x over 2. Well, you can cancel. This is the same as 8 over 1 times x over 2. And the 2 divides into 2 one time, and 2 divides into 8 4 times. So this simplifies to 4x, which is no fractions anymore. Okay, then we have the second part is also going to be 8. There's a plus sign there. 8 times 3 over 8, which is the same as 8 over 1. And in this one, both the 8's will cancel. So 8 into 8 is 1, 8 into 8 is 1, and all you're left with is the 3 plus 3. And then on the right side, you just have 8 times 1 is 8. So now you're left with a very simple equation with no fractions anymore, and you would just solve it by subtracting by 3 and then dividing by 4. You will get a fraction or a decimal for an answer in number 11. All right, let's look at number 12 and see what we would do on that one to make it simpler. We have w over 3, or w divided by 3, plus 2/5 equals 1/15. The denominators are 3, 5, and 15. Think about what would be the least common denominator of all of those. And I'm not going to change to a least common denominator. What I'm going to do is multiply both sides by the least common denominator, which is also the lowest multiple, least common multiple of all of these, so that I won't have to deal with fractions anymore. And it's 15 because 3 goes into 15 evenly, 5 goes into 15 evenly, and 15 goes into 15 evenly. So now that you know what it is, now let's see what we've got. We've got 15 times w over 3. And you can simplify that because 3 goes into 15 5 times. So I divided both by 3, simplified. So 5 times w is 5w. And then for the next part, I have 15, because it's distributive property, you have to do it to both parts, times 2 over 5. And again, 5 will divide into 15. So I'm canceling again. That's 3. And 3 times 2 is 6. And then on the other side, 15 goes into 15 one time, so all I'm left with is 1. That all canceled over there. So now again, you'll subtract 6 from both sides and then divide by 5, and you'll get a nice integer answer for that one. And then one more of these, number 13, we're starting with 3 equals a over 5 plus 1 over 2. So our denominators are 5 and 2. The least common denominator, I'm going to multiply both sides by so that I won't have to deal with fractions anymore. And that would be 5 times 2 is 10. So 10 times 3, you can do that easily enough. And then you're taking a over 5 times 10, that's a 5, plus 1, I'm out of room, plus 1/2 times 10. So rewriting this, we have 30 equals a over 5 times 10 over 1. So you can figure out what that is. It's 2a. And then 1/2 times 10. Well, half of 10 is just 5. And then again, you'll solve by subtracting and then dividing. And in this one, you'll get a fraction or a decimal for an answer again. All right, I hope that helps you with these problems. Remember, I'm not done with these, so if you got these wrong, redo them for more points. Finish them up. Thank you.